Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Well, we're in the final stretch. Here we are. It's October. I believe there's going to be a lot more October surprises, but folks, don't get distracted. I got a good hunch this P. Diddy stuff is meant to take your eyes off the ball. Is it important? Yeah, it's important, but it's smoke and mirrors, in my opinion. Now that I'm looking at it more thoroughly, I'm covering it. And I'm covering it for certain reasons. I want to see where this leads. It's interesting, to say the least. It's interesting, but keep your eyes on the ball because there's a lot of important things happening around the world. And as long as you're distracted, you're not going to pay attention to them. Like right now, Iran is reportedly testing nukes. So much so that they're actually reading seismic data coming from that region that looks like earthquakes, but it's not. They are saying that it's nuclear tests. So there's that. And they're doing another round on Israel. So this is heating up. You got to pay attention to the world events, which they don't want you to pay attention to as we come into November. They don't want you to see just how bad this world is a mess. And as all this is happening, Trump goes back to his where he was almost assassinated in Butler, Pennsylvania, has a rally with Elon. Elon's jumping around like a crazy man. I love it. And what is Kamala doing? She's doing a media blitz on The View, Colbert, and Howard Stern. Yeah, that seems very presidential. Let's go on Howard Stern. Things are going to get really wonky in the next 3 to 4 weeks, and even more so in November. So if we've always said, October, red October, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's the beginning. That's going to be the start of this. October is going to be even crazier. So let's get into this. Folks, you can Venmo me 𝗑-Rod1977, 𝗑-Rod1977. If you appreciate me, I absolutely appreciate you, folks. Folks, When the Lights Go Out on Amazon, it's a book I wrote I wrote this entire book on my phone. Yes, I wrote it myself. Just leave an honest review. And then my mom's book, The Mexican Mix, everyone knows she's battling dementia. This was her last, I like to say her last piece of artwork. My mom had a genius, I still say has, a genius IQ. She could speed read. And she would speed read through 2 to 3, 4 books a week. People don't know that about my mom, my sweet mama. And I had a really good day with them yesterday. We went to the casino. I went with my dad and my mom. It's kind of hard. She's in a wheelchair. She has really bad arthritis, and she doesn't, she thought we went grocery shopping afterwards. I was like, no, Mom, we went to the casino. My dad likes to gamble a little bit with me. It's like a bonding experience between me and my dad. And they're both in bad shape. And I don't know how many days I got left of them. I don't know how many moments. So I'm really trying to just be grateful for what I have. So that's what I'm doing. Folks, Noble Gold. Are you worried about the future of the U.S. economy? With so much uncertainty in the air, it's natural to fret about your security or your retirement savings. But there's one asset that stands the test of time, and that's gold. For centuries, gold has been a hedge against market volatility and economic instability. With a gold IRA from Noble Gold Investments, you can harness the power of precious metals to help protect your financial future. By rolling over your existing IRA and 401k into a self-directed gold IRA, you can enjoy the potential for long-term growth and stability. Yay! Oh, boy. Diversify your portfolio with a tangible asset that has real value. Setting up your gold IRA has never been easier with Noble Gold Investments' streamlined process and expert guidance. This election year, don't let election volatility or uncertainty keep you up at night. Vote for the timeless safety of gold and silver in 2024. Noble Gold Investments will give you up to 10 1-ounce silver Trump coins or a 10-ounce silver American flag bar if you open up a qualified account. Go to noblegoldinvestments.com, noblegoldinvestments.com, and I'm going to set my ghetto timer for the mid-roll, folks. Yeah, mid-roll's coming. 30. 30. Life. You know, I think as all this is happening in the world right now, you know, as we're all watching the world go to hell in a handbasket, I don't see it that way, actually. I see it as, I do believe it is the apocalypse. It's the great revealing, the great exposure. All former power structures are crumbling to the ground, to the earth, to bring a new type of system or structure. It's going to be who controls that. If you look at this at a spiritual level, you'll understand that this is a spiritual war, and the old structures, the old guard is coming down, and no matter how hard they try to hold on to it, it's God's will. They're coming down. They can't. The reason they can't stop what's coming is because it's God's will. It's over. We're going into a new paradigm. We're going into a new paradigm shift. And everything that's being exposed is not by accident. It's, I believe, the natural revelation of things. It's the way it's the way it was planned. It's the way it is. And though it's the way it's going to be forever. So this old structure is coming down, and there's no way to stop it. No matter how fucking hard they try, it's done. All the celebrities at one point or another, within the next coming months and years, they're all going to come down. Any of them that have dirt on them is going to be exposed. They're all going to be clickety-clank. Politicians too. They can't stop this because it's God's will. It's just the way it is. We're going into a new shift. Humanity is shifting. It's just it. You can't put a new consciousness into an old shoebox. It doesn't work. Once you get the cat out of the bag, it's out forever. Do I make sense? Do I make sense? So Spotify, Nino's Corner, Telegram, Nino's Corner, Getter, Nino's Corner, Rumble, Nino's Corner, True Social, David Rodriguez, Boxer. Do you guys like that I got some scruff on my face again? I shave because I don't like the gray hairs, okay? I kind of feel like, I don't like it. Oh, well. True Social, David Rodriguez, Boxer. Instagram, ninoscorner.tv. Get over there. I'm going to start doing some lives from there. X Nino Boxer, patriotwear.com, being right there. Get yourself some shirts, hats, socks. You know, support the cause, folks. Support the cause. Also, folks, ninoscorner.tv is fire as always. It's the news before the news. So I have Juanito up there right now talking about weather warfare, takedowns, and nuclear scare. That's up there right now. It's a big one. It's a good one. I think I got a lot of information out on them this time. Kind of made them a little uncomfortable. I like to do that. A lot of you get on my ass about that, but whatever. I have the ghost up there talking about the next 48 hours or 72 hours will be critical, but I think it's already been that. So I guess that didn't work out, but he's a great guest, but he's over the target many times. Look, we all know we're in a critical time. We all know we are in a critical time. So let's just do another 48 to 72 hours. Why don't we? But I'll try to get the ghost back on again. I got Lynn Hagerman, who was trafficked her entire life, going up tonight. Or I might put it up tonight or tomorrow morning because Juan's still running right now. So I might put her up tomorrow morning. But Lynn Hagerman had a stellar victim of ritual abuse. Talking about the underground labs, weird stuff, man. Stuff that like you would consider conspiracy, right? So she swears by it, and she's worth listening to, and I'm putting her up there now. She's very brave for coming out and speaking the way she's speaking. I give her a lot of credit. That's going up on ninoscorner.tv, and she's a sweet lady. She's a very nice lady. John Carmen. John Carmen's the next general in the general's tent. That's going to be October 29th, folks, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. John Carmen, U.S. Secret Service agent. He knows a lot. I've been on the phone with him quite a bit. I talk to him. I talk to him every day now. He's become my new friend. So now John Carmen. John Carmen, I tell you what. I like that guy. He's a man's man. He knows a lot of stuff. You know, I try to befriend a lot of these people and help them out. And I like John. I like old Johnny. He's a good dude. Also, Carrie Cassidy's coming on. I'll be getting kicked in the nuts once again. She'll be delivering the chingazos on David. So that's coming. She's going to be so mad. She's always so mad. She's just so mad. Why aren't the White Hats doing this? Why aren't they doing that? I don't know, Carrie. Tell me what you think. So she's coming on. I'll have her on again. Also, you might want to turn it down or turn it up, baby. Yeah. I got to do like the, I like the Sancho, but I also like the, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You put your hands together for 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗧. Shake those nalgas, 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗧. I like to do like the old creepy Mexican titty bar DJ. Stage number 9 is calling your name, 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗧. Oh, yeah. Put your hands together like 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗧's nalgas. All right, folks, here we go. Might want to turn it down or turn it up. Here we go. Coming at you live from the apocalypse, folks. Oh, yeah. All right. Why does he have to do that? That's the only part about his show I really don't like. I don't like that part of his show. I just turn it off. I just go about my day because that's just where he loses me right there. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Nothing like a good black coffee and cigar in the morning. I'm telling you, folks, you're missing out. You should do this every morning. I don't do it every morning. I do it like, I'd say I have a cigar once a week, once every couple of weeks. But sometimes I'll go like 3 days straight. I'll go on a little kick. I threw away my vape pen. Remember, I was doing the vapor. I was doing the vape for a while. I don't know. I was kind of like, it felt good. It was making me real lightheaded. Hey, yo. That felt good. I felt pretty good getting lightheaded. All right, folks, let's talk about this. And I'm fogging up again. My glasses start to fog up. So let's talk about this for a second. Iran is reportedly testing nukes as we come into the final stretch of this race. So we've been talking about this for the last 4 years on Nino'sCorner.tv on my FlubTube. Escalation into November. We understand. We all knew this. Seismic graphs are picking up nuclear test explosions in Iran right now. It's the final stretch, ladies and gentlemen, with less than a month to go. Is it less than a month now? Yeah, I guess it is less than a month. Wow. Can you believe that we're here? Here we are. Less than a month to go. We all deep down know who's really crushing it. We know who's really winning. We all do. We know that it's not even a fucking race. We know this. I can't say it on here, but we all know. But let's play the game of the MSM. And I'm telling you what, folks, if this is not already very sickening to you, to have to watch Fox News, CNN tell you it's neck to neck. Oh, she's got it by a point. She has got him by a point. It's neck to neck. No, it's not neck to neck. Not even close. I would say if this was a race, he's winning by about 200 yards. It's not even. My neighbor has a waltz sign, a Kamala waltz sign on his yard, and I drove by his house the other day. He waved at me. I'm like, whatever, dude. I disown you as my neighbor. I disown you as my fucking neighbor. Oh boy! And then he like put his hand down because he tried. I was like, dude, you can't have that on your yard and then expect that I'm just be like, hey, how's it going, neighbor? Coming over for a barbecue later? Talk some politics? Nah, I don't think so. So 2 more hurricanes threaten the East Coast as we have Kamala getting ready to do a media blitz with The View, Colbert, and Howard Stern. Gee, I wonder how one-sided this is going to be. They're not going to even be talking about political issues. You know that Colbert and The View and Howard Stern, what does he talk about? What does he ever talk about? Oh, let's see your tits. Let me see. Turn around. Let me see that ass. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's Howard Stern for you, folks. He's the guy at the strip club. He's the guy. He's the DJ. Yeah, put your hands together. It should be Howard Stern. Okay? Yeah, I'm calling you out, Howard. But can we also expect another natural disaster to maybe hit the West Coast? That's what I'm looking at. Maybe a natural disaster will hit the West Coast because I don't know. The East Coast is pretty damaged right now. Wouldn't it be kind of weird if the West Coast got damaged as well? I don't know. What if the West Coast got hit with like an earthquake or something? I don't know. That'd be pretty shitty. Could it happen? I don't put anything past these people. Angry mobs of immigrants soon to come. I would think so. I think folks, I know I'm not one to push things back, but I'm going to say, obviously Red October, but I'm going to say November too. I'm going to say November is going to be pretty wild, especially around the 5th, maybe the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. I don't know. Give me a thumbs up if you agree with me. Even if you agree with me, give me a thumbs up. So, could another boogeyman hit? I don't know. There's the Marburg getting ready. I've heard that it's already taking out some people in Rwanda. Rwanda. Man, domestic extremists are also on the table now. We got a nuclear scare coming. That's why I'm talking about Iran. I'm really paying attention to the nuclear scare. Why would they invent a shot knowing that it would ignore me and come in for a second? Doesn't make sense. Don't make sense. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. So here's what I'm going to say, folks. Buckle up. Get ready. It's not coming down to the days now. It's the moments. It's the moments now. From what I understand, it's been a green light starting now. But nobody wants to fire their load prematurely, if you know what I mean. Nobody likes to prematurely shoot their load, right? So both sides know this. You can't pull out too fast. You got to keep going. You got to keep going a little bit. And that's what's happening right now. No one wants to shoot their load too fast and end the whole movie. So that's where we're at. Earthquake in Iran fits a profile of a nuclear test explosion. Train systems are down in Atlanta due to reported cyber attacks. Call Her Daddy podcast. Host asks Kamala Harris why she decided to do her vulgar stuff on this podcast, but not substantive interviews. So she appeared in the Call Her Daddy podcast as Americans in the Southeast drowned in Hurricane Helene floodwaters. But she's going on these type of podcasts. See, she's really trying to absorb the youth, the very impressionable. And she's going on these type of podcasts, and then going on Howard Stern, need I say more, as America drowns by Hurricane Helene. And what is Mr. T doing? He's going to the sites. He's going to the spots. He's handing out food. He's trying to get supplies to these places. But what you can't. You can't. Why? Because, I don't know, it looks like FEMA, a lot of people are having trouble with FEMA right now. What's going on? We'll talk about that on the back channel. Alex Cooper asked Kamala why she hasn't done too many long-form interviews with news organizations. I'm curious. You don't do too long-form interviews. What made you do Call Her Daddy today? He asked her. Why wouldn't she do Call Her Daddy? That's the podcast. Folks, this could be your next president. These are the podcasts she's doing. Call Her Daddy. Howard Stern. Call Her Daddy? Really? That's what you're doing? That's what we've degenerated this country down to. That's what our leaders are going on, a Call Her Daddy podcast. And Howard Stern's bad enough, but Call Her Daddy? I never even heard of this podcast. But apparently even the host was like, why are you doing these? Kamala responded with an incoherent word salad. Why should we trust you? Alex Cooper asked Kamala. Look at my career to know what I care about, Kamala said. That's her answer. Look at my career to know what I care about. That's it. Then she giggled about tampons with the Call Her Daddy host. This woman is currently a heartbeat away, folks. A heartbeat away. Well, if you follow my channel, we all know what's going to happen, kind of. It's like, we know where this is going, but I can't say it on FluffTube. Trump urges his supporters to deliver victory in his return to the scene of the first assassination attempt. And then you got this guy going to the scene of the crime, going to the first assassination attempt, Butler, Pennsylvania. Donald Trump returned on Saturday to the Pennsylvania fairgrounds where he was nearly assassinated in July, urging a large crowd to deliver an election day victory that he led to his survival of the shooting. The former president and Republican nominee picked up where he left off in July when a gunman's bullet struck his ear. He began his speech with, "As I was saying," and gestured toward an immigration chart he was looking at when the gunfire began. So he picked up where he left off. I call it genius, folks. 12 weeks ago, we all took a bullet for America, Trump said. All we are asking is that everyone goes out and votes. We got to win. Folks, this is so important. You have got to get out and vote. You have got to do it. Every American has got to get out there and cast their vote. You can't, I know what we say on my channel, and I know what I say on FluffTube, but it's so damn important to offset everything. You've got to get out there and vote. You've got to get out there and vote. The Trump campaign worked to maximize the event's headline-grabbing potential with just 30 days to go, and voting already underway in some states in his race against the Democratic opponent, Vice President Kamala Harris. Oh, God. Billionaire Elon Musk spoke for the first time at a Trump rally. That was pretty cool. He was doing jumping jacks and shit. I was like, wow, does this guy have autism? What's going on? What the fuck is going on here? I mean, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of you were thinking the same thing. I was like, oh boy, there it is. There it is. There it is. There's the autism. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I don't know. I mean, I just saw it. I was like, that's kind of funny. I was like, oh, he's kind of doing some funny stuff. Funny stuff. I have friends. I have a couple of friends. I have a friend that's schizophrenic. I have a friend that's autistic. My friend that's autistic is very successful, by the way. They're very, if they put their minds to it, it's like, they are like very successful people. They are very, so those of you with autistic children, if they put their mind in the right direction, they will be very successful. They just learn how to rein it in. And, but then I have a friend that's schizophrenic. I can't say so much about him because he sees shit and hears shit. And I want to bring him on as a co-host, but I feel like if I do that, then people are going to think I'm objectifying him. I'm making fun of him. He's like a brother to me. Ever since I was like, we call him 𝗧𝗏. All right. You know what that means in Arabic. Does anyone know what 𝗧𝗏 means in Arabic? Anyway, he's my neighbor. And he's not someone that I would have ever hung out with as a kid because he was crazy as shit and he was very schizophrenic. But he started coming to my house every day and I just kind of absorbed him into my group of friends. And next thing you know, he was with us every day in high school and junior high, high school, till this day. Till this day, I still hang out with 𝗧𝗏. He comes over, yeah, what's up, bro? We call him 𝗧𝗏. He's Lebanese. 𝗬𝗃𝗁𝗃𝗁𝗃𝗁𝗃. Yeah. So he comes. I want to make him a co-host one of these days. He's a really big guy. He's kind of obese. He's about, if I had to guess, he's probably about over 400 pounds now. I worry about him. I don't want to get that call. He's like a very dear friend. He's one of my only old friends that I still talk to. I still talk to him. Every day. Actually, I talk to him every day. I'm dark MAGA. Elon Musk begs Trump supporters to get out and vote, or it will be the last election. So they're saying if you don't vote in this one, it's going to be the last one. Billionaire Elon Musk took to the stage at Donald Trump's rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, wearing a black MAGA hat and begged Pennsylvanians to vote for the former president in November. Trump returned to the site of the attempted assassination against him in July when a gunman injured him and two of his supporters and killed another. During Saturday's rally, Musk praised Trump for how his demeanor in the moments after the gunshot, while also slamming President Joe Biden for not being able to climb a flight of stairs. As you can see, I'm not just MAGA, I'm dark MAGA. What the fuck does that mean? Musk told a roaring crowd, the true test of someone's character is how they behave under fire. And we had one president who can't even climb a flight of stairs, and another who was fist pumping after he was getting shot at, which is true. Can you say any more about this guy? Fist pumping like he was at a fucking rave. As gunshots were flying in the air. You're telling me that's not hardcore? That's not a hardcore motherfucker right there? Look, if you had no respect for the guy, you gotta have it now. David, you disappeared from my screen for a few seconds. YT's playing with my feelings again. Oh boy. Am I glitching, folks? I don't know. Maybe I am. X calls Musk's mother's post illegal. So X, the social media platform owned by Elon Musk, has branded a post by his own mother advocating pro-Trump voter as illegal. The Democrats have given us another option. May Musk posted Saturday, you don't have to register to vote on election day. Have 10 fake names, go to 10 polling booths, and vote 10 times. That's 100 votes, and it's not illegal. Maybe we should work the system too. What the hell is she saying? Elon Musk responded to the posturing, telling readers that it is super important to get all your friends and family to the register and vote. Readers added context to the post, noting this is in fact illegal. The company also linked to the exact text of the law as a listing of the U.S. House of Representatives website. X users took to the post, so you're just as dumb as your son. Good to know. Someone else added, even Elon's mom is stupid. Really? They're so stupid, they're billionaires? How smart are you then? Oh, man. Great idea, May. I think you should film yourself doing this and post it, Red. Yeah, I'm not about that. I no illegal activities, folks. None. Don't do anything illegal. Don't. I don't know why she would post that. That to me was a stupid move. It was dumb. I don't understand why she would do that. I understand what she's trying to. Man, my cigar is falling apart. I left it out too long. Do you guys enjoy my shows? Should I just? I've been thinking about cutting the morning shows and just putting up interviews. Take out the Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays just so I can spend more time with my family or whatever, and just do interviews. And I'm wondering, would you guys want me to do that? Because I'm thinking about it. Make my life a little easier. Yes. Love your shows. As lawmaker claims Trump shooting was an inside job, GOP indulges him. He posted there is a mole with it. Well, who's been saying that for the longest time? We have. There's a mole inside Donald Trump's Secret Service detail and warns that the former president should bolster his private security to watch the watchers. So watch the watchers, Mr. T. He says that he is skeptical that the FBI will get to the bottom of the first attempted assassination against Mr. Trump. And even if they do, he declares, I don't believe that they will give us the truth. Now, you've seen John Carmen on my show, and what does he say? Says the same thing. It's up on ninoscorner.tv. Go listen to it. John Carmen is a wealth of knowledge. He's the new superstar on ninoscorner.tv. I like the guy. I really like the guy, man. I love Juanito. I love all my guests, man. Scott Bennett. Scott Bennett's coming on today. I got Scott Bennett. I'm really enjoying this cigar. It's like, I don't drink anymore. Can I at least enjoy a cigar? Do you ever wake up? Do you ever have a good night's sleep? Like I had a good night's sleep last night. Interviewed Paul Wallace, Billy Carson, Cliff High. Yes, I've been on with Cliff High. I'll get more of them on, I promise. I have a publicist doing this for me now. So, I don't know. I think she's doing a good job. Takes a lot of the workload off me. Love your work, champ. Ryan, thank you. But I got to say, I don't know. I just feel like, I had a good night's sleep last night and I woke up tired. Do you ever have those days where you get a good night's sleep, but you still wake up tired and you're like, damn, do I need more sleep? I haven't been able to sleep the last 3 weeks. The last 3 weeks for me have been intense. I've been dealing with very sick parents. I found out my dad is also very sick. Literally, folks, the moments count now for me. Like that's the situation in my life right now. And I'm trying to digest this and I just can't. I'm having a really hard time. So Harris is to sit down with The View, Colbert, and Howard Stern in her new media blitz. Vice President Harris will spend this week hitting the airwaves with a series of major media interviews before heading to the West Coast as early voting gets underway. The senior campaign official said Harris will sit for interviews in the coming days with the radio host Howard Stern, late night host Stephen Colbert. We all know who these people are, right, folks? And The Late Show and host The View. Of course she's going on The View. Those appearances are in addition to previously announced sit down with 60 Minutes. We know what 60 Minutes is about as well, don't we, folks? Which will air Monday, and an appearance on the popular Call Her Daddy podcast, which will be released Sunday. Is anyone going to watch this garbage? What is she going to do, twerk? I mean, that's what can you believe this person literally is a heartbeat away, a fucking heartbeat away from the President of the United States of America. And as all this is happening, as she goes on Call Me Daddy, whatever, podcast, and Howard Stern, let me see your ass, turn around, Howard Stern, what else? What else is happening? Russian embassies right now are leaving America, right now. That tells you what time it is. Warnings and threats of what's to come, folk, and I'm going to go into this right now. Russia's ambassador to the U.S. Embassy, or the USA, is returning to Moscow in the next few hours. The Russian embassy in Washington declared that its work here is done. It's out of here. They're taking off, getting ready for something. Returning to Russia on the eve of Israel's huge attack on Iran could be nothing, but it could be everything. Domestic extremists with election-related grievances could turn to violence. Intel bulletin warns. Gee, I wonder who's putting this out. Probably the FBI. A joint intelligence bulletin issued by the Department of Homeland Security, and the FBI warned of the potential domestic violent extremists with election-related grievances. So, what does this tell you? It tells me, what does this mean? I think I know what it means. It means something's going to happen in November where a lot of people are going to get mad and protest. I don't know. And then they're going to be billed as election extremists or domestic extremists. Folks, they're getting ready to pull a fast one once again. All right, folks. Mid-roll time. I wonder if Putin, if he heard you imitate him. I don't know. All right, folks, get your cannolidine. If you suffer from any daily pain, I need you to listen to this message very carefully. What we know about the root cause of pain is changing forever. As we age, aches and pains are natural, and we are all searching for effective ways to relieve pain without side effects or addiction. Let's be frank. We all have seen the horrors of the opiate crisis. You may have been affected personally. And that's where a pioneering medical scientist comes in. Clint Winters. I can't fucking read today. You may have seen this world-renowned health expert featured in the national. Thank you for the super chat, Junior Mendoza. You can relate. Your mom was 90, who suffered several. Yeah. And so it's prayers to you, my friend. And that's where a pioneering medical scientist comes in, Clint Winters. You may have seen this world-renowned health expert featured in the national media as he's unveiled the natural pain reliever that has taken the world by storm. Yes, I'm talking about 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, folks, the 100% drug-free way to get full-body pain relief without dangerous pills, and it works. Folks, I've had L4, L5S1 surgery, knee surgery. I've been slit in the throat. I've taken punches my entire life. This shit works, but you gotta get off of everything else. As you listen to this, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 has become the go-to pain reliever for over 1 million Americans and hundreds of professional athletes. It is so powerful, it was even used extensively by UFC fighters, and those guys know a thing or two about pain. Now get this, Clint explains how 𝗏𝗏𝗏 is the only compound on earth that optimizes your body's natural painkillers called endorphins at any age. When you take them daily, your body will fire back to relieving pain like you're in your 20 or prime in just days. And let me tell you, I was skeptical, but it works. I have tried virtually everything, and I have not felt this great in years. It's like all my daily aches and pains just faded away. My back, my neck, my joints, my muscles all feel great and renewed. Best of all, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 does not make me feel the least bit groggy or drugged up. No. I feel great, alert, and focused for the day ahead. And the best news is 𝗏𝗏𝗏 has no documented side effects for 14 years. Hear me when I say that 𝗏𝗏𝗏 is absolutely the future of pain relief. So, this is long, isn't it? So if you are dealing with pain, make sure to click on the link below and check out Clint's amazingly informative report on 100% American-made 𝗏𝗏𝗏. The innovation is changing lives by providing safe and powerful relief at 1/10 the cost of pain pills. I'm going to keep doing this on Blue in the Face, huh? Now, here's the best part. If you click on the link below today, you can access the only 𝗏𝗏𝗏 product in the world for less than $1 a day. The private link and discount will stay active until midnight tonight, until tomorrow and the next day. Try 𝗏𝗏𝗏 risk-free for 90 days. You have nothing to lose, folks. Try Kono.com now and see for yourself. Get down there and the hell did I just do? Well, that's what I did. All right, but David, you're crazy. You saw so many impressions. You're so crazy, David. All right, David, touch it. So beware. Hey, those extremists are coming. I don't know. What's an extremist? Someone who doesn't vote for her? Is that going to be labeled an extremist? Oh, boy. And you know, here's what I have to say about that. Here's what I have to say about your idea of extremists. There you go. There's your extremist for you. Marburg. You all know about Marburg. It's coming. Get ready. Buckle up for this. And what to know about the Marburg, you know what, outbreak. So in Rwanda, 11 deaths have been reported from this rare but deadly disease. 2 tested negative in Germany this week. So it's hitting Germany now. I'm sure it's on its way to America. I don't know. I think it should be here right around November, if you ask me. So the boogeyman is coming back, folks. Boogeyman 2.0 is on its way. The Marburg. Yeah, here we go. So everyone gets scared. Everyone start peeing their pants. Everyone start wearing diapers because you just never know. That should be next. Instead of face diapers, people should wear diapers because you never know how scary this is going to get and you might shit your pants. So the Marburg is on its way to America. Gee, with open borders, it should be here, I don't know, any day now. Any day now. Do you see how fucking ridiculous all this is? Do you see why? Do all of you give me a thumbs up if you see why I read the news this way? Do you like the way I read the news? I read the news the way I think it should be heard. Fucking stupid. Okay? Because only dumb people are reading this or listening to this and going, oh my God, it's coming back. It's that time of season again. It's every 4 years. It just comes back. Isn't that crazy? How they just keep coming every 4 years. I don't understand the timing of this. I just don't understand the timing of this, Susan. Oh, I know, Betty. It's just every 4 years these diseases keep popping up, and we just have to do something about it. I don't know what we should do. Fucking vote! That's what you do. All right. Border news, they don't care. Man describes neighbors' alleged drug activity after arrests of Tren de Aragua gang members. San Antonio. Andy Martinez says he was in bed at the Pagoda apartments in Sahara Street as law enforcement cleared nearly 300 vacant units Saturday morning. I'm asleep and they're just banging, and I mean loud, Martinez said. Martinez recalls seeing multiple law enforcement agencies. The multi-agent operation came after several complaints after human trafficking and drug violations. The operation ended with 19 people arrested and 15 of them being detained by officials at the Homeland Security investigations. This is ongoing investigation, San Antonio Police Chief William Marcus said. Even though we finished here at the complex, we are not done. This investigation has been in the works for weeks. SAPD confirmed that the 4 people arrested are members of the Venezuelan gang Tres de Aragua, also known as the TDA. The TDA is a transnational gang that is involved in human smuggling, kidnapping, extortion, and drug trafficking, according to authorities. Can you imagine having to live next door to these guys? I've had similar experiences, although I do live in El Paso. I'm not worried about these guys at all. I see them in parking lots. Hey, I'll yell at them. Hey, oh, they start running and shit. ¿Dónde eres? You gotta come up to them with swag, though. You gotta talk to them with swag. You can't just, I know Spanish. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está el baño? You can't talk to them like that. They can pick you up pretty quick. You gotta go up to them like a vato. ¿Dónde eres, güey? Hey, órale. They start running. The gang has expanded across the United States, including New York, Colorado, and Texas. Martinez said that he lives above some of the people who were arrested for months. There's a lot of Venezuelans that sell drugs and a whole lot of whatever, and they don't care, Martinez said. Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar also spoke on the gang's presence just days before the arrest. We are aware of the Tren de Aragua, much like the Mexican drug cartels, are all operating here with the Bexar County. Salazar said, that's one of the main reasons that several years back we established organization crime groups. You know what, folks? If you ever watch the El Paso news, the local news, which sometimes I do, like after a football game, they'll come on. And then I'm live here in El Paso on George Dieter Street, and I got to tell you, there's so many things. They all talk like that. It's like the voice of El Paso. It's like, hello, my name is Carla Dominguez, and I'm here to report on the car accident that just happened right now. Any doctor's office you call, hello, man, can I help you? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I thought you wanted the test results for next week. No, it was a stat test. Like we were supposed to get them today. Oh, but I'm sorry, we did not write that down. But I'm going to go back. You know what a torta is? Does anyone know what a torta is? What's a torta? I want to see if anyone gets this right. Do you guys know what a torta is? You guys know what a torta is? It's a fat Mexican lady. A torta is it's a sandwich that you eat. It has a lot of mayonnaise on it. Anyway, it's also a Mexican lady that's really big. David, you sound like 𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗶𝗹. Oh, first of all, 𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗀's not a torta. A torta is a big lady who likes to eat a lot, and they usually have like secretarial jobs, and they work at doctor's offices. How can I help you? Let me go back to. In World War III news, facing military setbacks, Tehran may look to the bomb, analysts fear. Beirut, it has been one setback after another for Iran. The loss of its own and allied military commanders in Israeli strikes, death, and disarmament in the ranks of Hezbollah, and a response, a ballistic missile attack on Israel, whose destruction appeared limited. Former U.S. officials and analysts worry that Iran's conventional losses are exactly the kind of development that could trigger a final dash to the bomb. Who's testing bombs right now? Iran. You guessed it. getting earthquake type of activity happening in Iran. Could it be that they're testing nuclear bombs? I don't know. It sounds plausible. Now, even short of a move towards weaponization, Iran may be willing to increase use of its potential nuclear status to deter its adversaries. And that appears to be informing Israeli leaders as they consider a response to the barrage of around 180 ballistic missiles. Iran made a big mistake tonight, and it'll pay for it. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu warned after Tuesday's attack. The regime in Iran does not understand our determination to defend ourselves and to retaliate against our enemies. You know what I think this is all about? You guys want to know what I think it is? Here, tell me if you think I'm wrong. I think they're going to escalate this to a nuclear type of scare event, and it's going to be who owns the day at the nuclear scare event. And what I think they're planning to do is pull the fucking alien card right then. Yep, I think one's going to detonate somewhere, and it's going to be all over television, and then there's going to be little beings that come down from the sky, and they're going to say, E.T. phone home, E.T. phone home. They're all going to show up, and they're going to be like, oh my God, the aliens are here. And they're going to tell us, you all need to be peaceful with each other. You all can't be doing this anymore. Stop hurting each other. We're here to save you. And then everyone disarms their nuclear bombs, and we all become one big global government. What do you think? What do you say about that? Now, that's just an opinion. Melania Trump makes Barron autism confession and says bullying caused irreparable damage. Does Barron have autism? I don't know if he does. I'm just reading this article. Donald Trump's youngest son, Barron, was only 10 years old when comedian Rosie O'Donnell claimed she saw signs of... Okay, Rosie O'Donnell said this, so probably not. Melania Trump has broken her silence on claims Barron Trump is autistic and said the allegations caused irreparable damage. That kid's like almost 7 feet tall. He has the world swinging from his nuts. Okay, literally. Everyone comes up to his waist. That kid can do anything. You can do anything you want to do. You're a good-looking kid. You're like fucking 7'5". Do what you want. Okay, the world is fucking yours. Understand that. You can do anything you want. You're as tall as a Sasquatch. You're a good-looking kid. Your dad's president of the United States. Do whatever you want. Okay, even if you want to just sit on the couch and smoke weed the rest of your life, do it. You have attributes that everyone wished they had, son. Oh, boy. I don't know. He was just 10 years old when comedian Rosie O'Donnell decided to pick on him. Star TV anchors are on notice. You're not getting a raise. You're dying on the vine. From NBC to ABC to CBS, the campaign to cut costs reaches the biggest names across media landscape. I think I got a piece of the cigar stuck in my throat. The rampant cost-cutting across an American media industry struggling to transition to the streaming era is finally coming for the sacred cows, star talent. At Disney's DIS 1.62% increase green up pointing triangle. ABC Good Morning America anchors George Stephanopoulos, Robin Reports, and Michael Strahan, who each have deals valued at $25 million annually, will face an uphill battle in coming negotiations to maintain that compensation, people familiar with the situation said. At NBC Today, anchor Hoda Kotb, I don't know how to say this name, Hoda Kotb, said last month that she's ending her run on the show. Had she opted to sign a new deal, she would likely have faced a significant cut to her roughly $20 million a year contract. Oh, gee, that's just too damn bad, isn't it? $20 million a year to do what you're doing, to mislead people, smoke and mirrors. That's what you get. Nobody wants to see the Joker in a romance sequel with Lady Gaga, I guess, because I didn't want to see it. You know, you can't go from that epic Joker role and destroy it and ruin it and shit all over it with Lady Gaga. It's not going to work. People don't want to see that. You just destroyed the brand of the Joker by putting Lady Gaga in it. Oh, gosh. So Joker stunning flop with a D cinema score, worst ever for comic book movies. Stunning low 40 million weekend. Wow, they flopped. The Joker flopped. No one wants to see Joker 2, folks. That's just the way it is. Todd Phillips' $200 million sequel to his 2019 hit movie has earned a D on cinema score with exiting audiences. Wow. That's the lowest rating ever for a comic book movie. I would say so. You can't go from having Joaquin Phoenix play an epic role to throwing Lady Gaga in the mix. I'm sorry. You can't have a romance with the Joker. He's supposed to be a defunct, derelict, antisocial weirdo that he's not capable of a relationship. He's supposed to be that. That's what people gravitated to. They want to see that. That's what intrigues people. They don't want to see Lady Gaga. They don't want to see that. Okay, no one wants to see her anymore. I don't want to see her. In fact, I might be doing a deep dive on Lady Gaga pretty soon. On Thursday night, Joker 2 scored only $7 million in previews. It picked up $13 last night for a total of $13 million for a total of $20 million. It should come in at a shockingly low to $40 million weekend. So it's terrible. I'm not going to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see Lady Gaga. I found this pretty interesting. So this is why I put this in here. Scientists grow mystery tree. You guys see this? Is pretty cool. I find some science to be pretty damn cool. Science grows mystery tree from a 1,000-year-old seed. Is it a seed from Larry King? No. Jurassic Park and its genetically modified dinosaur escapees is pure science fiction. It never is going to happen. But it doesn't mean that scientists aren't interested in bringing the past back to life in some form. Projects to resurrect animals that have gone extinct more recently, the mammoth, dodo bird, and the Tasmanian tiger are reaching an inflection point. Although the goal is to create a hybrid approximation of those creations, not carbon copies. So researchers are also mining ancient DNA for a potential source of new molecular-based drugs. Still others are reviving historical plants to study their evolution and genetic diversity, which could one day help humans benefit from long-lost species and medicinal properties. If you go to Antarctica, folks, if you know about the flash freeze that happened that killed the mammoths, they're able to get DNA from those mammoths. So I'm going to bet you money that there's mammoths running around in Antarctica right now. I would bet on it. In fact, if Nino's Casino was open and I could prove this, I would put a bet on that. I would bet there's mammoths down there in Antarctica right now, with naked Amazonian ladies riding the Amazon, the mammoths. Sancho needs to go down there. They need Sancho seed. They need to make men great again. So in the 1980s, archaeologists unearthed a pristine seed in a cave in the Judean desert. Decades later, Dr. Sarah Salin, founder of the 𝗬𝗏𝗶𝗹 Natural Medicine Research Center in Jerusalem, formed a different study team that planted it to see what would happen. And to their surprise, 5 weeks later popped up a tiny shoot, a fragment of which scientists were able to date. The seed was a staggering 1,000 years old. 1,000-year-old seed. Using DNA sequencing, the researchers identified the mystery tree as part of the 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗏 genus, but its exact species is unknown and likely extinct. The team believes there might have a link to the healing plant mentioned in the Bible. I bet you could go to Antarctica and get all kinds of seeds and bone marrow and DNA and we could probably have a Jurassic Park if we wanted to. I wouldn't doubt if there's probably a Jurassic Park down there right now, running around with aliens. NASA follows asteroid moving closer to Earth from sun's orbit. So scientists have discovered a small asteroid that recently moved closer to Earth's orbit. The object has first been observed August 7th by two astronomers from Spain's Complutense University in Madrid. The asteroid named 2024 PTS is believed to be about 10 meters long It usually orbits around the sun, but Earth's gravitational forces recently pull the object closer to the planet. Scientists sometimes call the objects mini-moons. This is because they behave similarly to a permanent moon orbiting Earth when they are captured by gravity, but they are much smaller and only temporarily stay in Earth's orbit. The American Space Agency, NASA, said in a statement that 2024 PTS is not quite a mini-moon because it will never be fully captured by Earth's gravity. However, it described the asteroid as an interesting object, and the agency plans to follow studies on it. That's pretty cool, I think. If you believe the Earth is round. I have a lot of people on here that don't believe the Earth is round. I saw a video of a guy that set up a GoPro and he sent it up to space with a fisheye lens. And the title of the video is Prove the Earth is Curvature. No, it didn't. No, it did not. Not to me. I sent it to David Weiss. I'm going to have him back on. Flat Earth Dave. Are you guys familiar with Flat Earth Dave? I'm going to have him on again. And I sent him the video and he goes, Dave, come on, man. You're smarter than that. I'm like, I know, dude. I'm sending it to you. I forgot to put like my thoughts on it. But I'm not saying the Earth is flat. But I will say when it got up there was moments when it was bouncing up and down that showed the Earth's flat. And then it busted. Why did it hit? A dome? Just curious. I don't know. Folks, I'm just saying there's so many things. I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out on all of this. I'm just saying. I don't know. You have not proven to me the Earth is round. What? Because I went to school and they told me it was round? I'm not sure if I want to believe that. I don't know. Could we live in an enormous flat plane? A biodome? I don't know. Seems plausible to me. Could be. I'm not saying it is, but it could be. Here's what I'm saying, folks. I'm saying I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Until they take me up in a spaceship up there. Maybe Elon, you want to take me up in a spaceship? And let me see for myself, and then I'll come back and report to the people what I see. In What the Fuck News, inside Europe's only lab where Brits can clone pets to bring them back to life. Oh, boy. Bereaved pet owners and pet lovers have been cloning their favorite animals after death to give them a new life through a UK lab, which is Europe's only one of its kind. From kittens to stallions, animals are now being given second shot at life in its inconspicuous building at a farm in Shropshire. Germany Genetics have also been cloning pets since 2019 after starting out as a firm specializing in artificial insemination to breed show horses. Now they're cloning pets. People are cloning their pets. Since cloning the first ever pet, a ginger Maine Coon cat, they've seen rising demand for animal lovers who want to have their pets genetically replicated. With around 1,000 animals now cloned each year, the first thing people tend to think of when they hear of the word cloning is Dolly the sheep, lab manager Lucy Morgan told The Mirror, referring to the 1997 breakthrough in genetic science. But the technology is now a million miles away from Dolly. The efficiency has come leaps and bounds. Damn. Jem, the firm's on-site friendly Cocker Spaniel, is a clone dog who started life as a piece of another dog's ear tissue. Lucy revealed that while only a dog, the similarity to her original is clear to see. Her personality is slightly different, but she does the same curl of her lip. I've noticed. Also on site is Stallion Merck's Jem, a white horse who is used for breeding via artificial insemination. As an original, had to have the testicles removed. Cloning is done by the pet owners having tissue samples taken and sent to the lab. These need to be taken within 5 days of death before they are washed with the DNA extracted, with the process costing around $600. This is then cryogenically preserved in tanks of liquid nitrogen at 196 degrees Celsius. Once the owner is happy to go forward, the samples are sent to the partner lab in Texas, with the process itself costing $50,000 to $80,000 and takes up to a year, as horses' pregnancies are over 11 months. The animals are born and weaned in the U.S. before being returned to the UK. Cloning is banned under EU regulations, so the process itself cannot currently be done in the UK soil, but since Brexit, many believe this could change. So here we go with people cloning their pets. How creepy. To me, that's creepy. Because what's next? What's next in this? Cloning your mom that passed away, your dad. And then what does that look like? You're going to be raising your mom as a child? Let's say you decide to start cloning your parents that passed away. You want to see your parents again? You don't want to live in grief. So you decide to clone. Let's say you decide, let's just play the scenario out. Let's say they decide to start cloning relatives. Does that mean you'll clone your mom and then you'll be raising your mom from a baby? How fucking weird would that be? And you know what, folks? I'm going to say it right here. It's going to happen. I'm telling you, that's going to happen. They're going to do it. I bet you they're going to do it. Nino's Casino is open on this one. And I don't know when they're going to do it. So this bet could be in 50 years from now. So no one's ever going to realize the bet. But I bet you it starts to happen. I bet you people start to clone their loved ones. And then you're going to be raising them as a baby. How fucking weird will that be? You'll be like, Mom, it's so happy to see you again. And she's a baby. Whoa. You can't clone souls. I agree with you. And here's another theory of mine. They're so worried about death because they know where they're going. They know they're going to the abyss of hell, void of God. So they're worried about it. And that's why there's so many laggard souls on this planet. That's why they roam this earth. They don't want to go to hell. They stay here to possess bodies. I really believe that. I think that's why you see Sasquatch. I think they're all Nephilim. I think they're all fallen angels, in my opinion. And I think they're inhabiting bodies, and they're trying to perfect these bodies that are not human, using human DNA in order to inhabit a body so that they can stay here on Earth and game the system. I think they're trying to game God, game the system, in which they believe they're going to defeat God. There you go, folks. The apocalypse all rolled into one on here on Nino'sCorner.tv. That's what I think it is. After all the interviews I've done, that's what I think it is. I think these laggard souls, they possess weak people. They, them, she, we, he, we, those type of people. And they possess cryptids that you see on trail cams. I think they're possessing bodies of, skinwalkers, deers, animals. That's why you see skinwalkers. I really believe this. I think that's what's happening, and they possess humans. I just had a guy on to go back and watch his show. I just put it up. I can't say his name because he's been, on YouTube. But he talks about how he did an exorcism, and it just shows. I mean, and I think you can open portals to let these beings through, or these laggard souls through, to use your body if you're weak enough. And when you're drinking or doing drugs, that's a portal that's opening. Just my opinion. Yeah, I know. You guys keep throwing all these names to me. Interview this person, interview that person. I'm trying. There's only so many hours in the day. And I'm juggling so much right now. A lot. DMT is worse than the Ouija board. I've done both. I've done both. I see Sancho emerging. So he goes, "We're going to emerge into your house, into your home. Okay. Soon, we're going to have Sancho Claus for Christmas. Are you guys ready to see Sancho Claus for Christmas? I will do a special with Sancho Claus, and I will be coming down all of your chimneys. I will be coming in all your chimneys." All right, folks, I'm out of here. And the new heavyweight champ of podcasting and the black sheep of broadcasting, baby. I'm out of here. Please like, subscribe. Help me, help you. Help me. Help me. I need a lot of help. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, folks. Later. I'm out of here.